A lawmaker representing Kapoeta State in the Transitional National Legislative Assembly is accusing Kenya of encroaching into South Sudanese territory near the Nadapal border. The lawmaker summoned Defense Minister Kuol Manyang to the parliament to explain what steps the government is taking to protect South Sudanese territory. Winnie Chirino reports for VOA from Juba.
Lawmaker Epone Emmanuel Lolimo says the Kenyan government began encroaching on South Sudanese territory back in August of 2009 when the then Sudan government permitted Kenya to establish a temporary border control post at Nadapal to facilitate the movement of people and goods. Lolimo says members of local South Sudanese communities repeatedly raised concerns to local and state officials over the Kenyan government's encroachment onto their land, but says nothing much was ever done about it.
Since then, the local communities at the grassroots have been denied access to graze within their borders, and most of the time efforts have been engaged by the local authorities at the state to talk with the Kenya government to allow the community to graze as it was before, and usually they agree, but it doesn't take long.
Lolimo says the Kenyan government has grabbed 6 South Sudanese villages in Kapoeta State, including Losolia, Logole, Namelilia, and Lole. And he says the Kenyan government launched a road repair project last month in Kalaboye, Kenya, about 65 kilometers from the Nadapal border crossing point, ending at Nokodok, which takes Kenyan troops 12 kilometers inside South Sudanese territory.
The construction has started from the Kenya side and they are coming. They have not crossed Nadapal, and they are now deploying the troops into Nadapal. Should there be any resistance, they just come in by force. So this is an alarm because they have already started and they are coming. Nakodo is in South Sudan. It is right now occupied by the Toposa community.
Lolimo accuses the Kenyan government of supplying citizens in Turkana with arms and disguising them as the Kenyan police reserve, and says some Turkana residents use the guns to carry out cattle raids against the Toposa community on the South Sudanese side of the border.
We know Kenya government is a friendly country. They help us in the struggle, and we attend the comprehensive peace agreement through the efforts of the IGAD. But Kenya is also taking that advantage of us being in political crisis to acquire land. And Kenya so far has even and distorted the map. And if you see at the map, our area called Nadapal is 12 kilometers, and it is in the map of Kenya, reading Nakodo, Kenya.
Lolimo says Kenya started opening roads within South Sudan territory over the past few months and is preparing to put an airstrip in Nalupongor, Nosolia, and station troops at the Namerikinyang Lole Kauto border, which is part of South Sudan. Following a 2-hour debate, national South Sudanese lawmakers passed a motion to summon local and state officials to appear in parliament to explain what they are doing to protect the country's territory.
Seconded? Yes. Will they pass it? Yes. So the motion is hereby. The motion is passed for the summoning of the Minister of Defense and International Affairs, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the governor of Kapoeta State.
No specific date was set for the Ministers of Defense, Veteran Affairs, the Interior and Foreign Affairs to appear in Parliament. For VOA News, I am Winnie Serino in Juba.